Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you're here. If you can't tell, I currently have pink eye. It's part of the joys of being a mother. The kids had a virus over the last couple weeks. I never got it, but apparently I did. My body is just reacting a little bit different. So we're getting that handled, but yesterday it was not cute. I mean, now it's cute now, but it was gross. So anyways, today's video is another girl get your laundry done video. The laundry is never ending and I'm just in a season where I can't keep up with it. So I really hope that this video encourages you to tackle your laundry. You can just put it on in the background and get to work with me. Now I do hope that it takes you slightly less time than it took me, but if not, you know, it is what it is. I say that all the time. It took me 4 days, close to 4 days to get it done. We were really busy over those 4 days. So I'm just thankful that I actually stuck to doing a little bit each day, and we got it accomplished. Now, is there still another load currently in the dryer right now? Yes, there is. It's just never going to stop, but I got the mountains of laundry done, and so I do feel accomplished there. Everybody has nice, clean, and well put away clothing. If you're new here, I'm Amanda from Simply Amanda Lee, and I post weekly videos on all things home organizing, cooking, cleaning, general mom life, and getting it all done. So if you're interested in that sort of content, please consider subscribing. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get into it. Also, you're going to see me sneeze and throw my back out in this video. If you have not yet approached 30 or hit 30, that is what happens when you're in your 30s. You sneeze and you throw your back out. Fun stuff.
A couple hours from Japan, would you stay awake? I'm losing touch of who I am when you're far away. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you. And I know I've been acting strange for a while, but I want you close, ooh, closer than before, and no one knows.
I'm trying to be more intentional about doing things in the moment that I need done, and refilling all the laundry supplies is one of those things. Just if I see it that it's empty, go ahead and do it. Just trying to be intentional about everything, and I feel like we kind of go in phases with that sort of stuff because it's so hard to be intentional about everything, especially when you're getting pulled at least 3 different directions throughout the day. But anyways, now I'm vacuuming my floor. You guys know that I like to kind of spread out my laundry and do it on the floor, and so I just want to have a nice clean floor space to do that. And we're gonna go ahead and get into just working through these, 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets I have sitting. I have 2 here on the ground and then 2 on this little bench kind of in the back. Not a bench, it's a cedar chest. It was my grandmother's cedar chest, and I store all of our blankets in it right now. And while I always find something to store in it, I don't feel like it's ever really had a home. It's kind of always just been in an awkward spot in our house. So we are bound and determined to find a spot for it. We do need to refinish the top though. We are thinking about taking it just a little bit darker. I'm not sure. I go back and forth whether I want to keep it more original or darken it just a bit, but we sat rubbing alcohol on the top of it and one of the kids squirted some on it or something. Anyway, so it has like a spot where it's like there's a white spot from the rubbing alcohol, so we have to get that sorted. But I'm thinking about putting this at the end of my bed and then taking my chase lounge and putting that in the girls' room. I think that they would really like it there, and it would give them just another little spot to hang out since they share the space. But I don't know. Even last night, Brooke ended up in my room because she gets migraines, and so she was laying on that chase lounge. I just don't know that I really need to take it out, but I do think that if we just move that into the girls' room and move the chest in front of the bed, it would just kind of make more sense, I think, for both rooms. And speaking of the girls' room, we did decide to go ahead and get them a bunk bed. We wanted to get something that was super imaginative and creative and fun for them, and we thought this fit the bill. We saw some other ones we liked, but they were too big. This one is pretty small, and so it'll fit their room, and so this is the one we went with. And Brooke is approaching 9 this year. She'll be 9 in November, and so I just really want her to enjoy these years where she's still super imaginative and creative. Not that she won't be when she's a teenager, but you know, I'm sure her priorities will shift a little bit as she's growing up. So we decided to go ahead and do it, even if we go ahead and move Brooke into the playroom, or what's the playroom right now. I know Emma Rose is still going to enjoy it for so many years, and we can actually take the bed out of the bottom and just have it be a play space underneath. And we're going to go ahead and get another twin mattress while we were there, but we decided actually just to use Emma Rose's crib mattress, because if we use the crib mattress, it's going to give her a lot of space, and she likes to kind of set up like her little makeup area. She really loves all girly things. And so if we just kept the crib mattress in there, as long as she can fit on it, she can have like a whole little stand underneath there for her makeup and put some LED lights underneath there. And so we decided not to go ahead and get that mattress and just get it at a later date, or not get it at all, because who knows, she might end up being on the top bunk and Brooke be in the other room by the time she outgrows that crib mattress.
You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my, my, my. Like, oh my God. Don't let anyone hold you down just because you are shining way more than the other could. Oh, oh.
So now that I had everything sorted, I was just working on getting everything put away from these first 4 baskets of laundry. And I also decided to go ahead and just wipe down the kids' bathroom while I'm in here. It gets dirty so quick, and I normally only do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I was in here and I needed to be a little bit cleaner since I was using the countertop, and so I decided just to go ahead and do it again, trying to do things in the moment that I see need to be done. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then now I'm just loading up my stuff, and we're going to take it into the closet and get it put in my storage cubbies. And I just shove this in the cubby. I don't really fold it. I mean, I fold it, but it gets shoved in there. It's fine though. It works well for me. There's some things I like micro organized, and there's some things I don't like micro organized, and I definitely don't like my sweat clothes micro organized. I just won't keep up with it. So this is what's left over that I need to hang up, and then let's go over to the laundry room. You're gonna see just how much laundry I got going on here. I got that, which I need to put away now. Then there's all that on the floor. There's another basket here, and it's gonna continue to accumulate. You guys are gonna see.
You got me like my, my, my.
It's the next day, and I'm working on that basket that you guys just saw. I stopped the day before. I don't even remember what we did. It's just been a whirlwind, guys, since school started and baseball has started. Anyways, so I'm just working on getting this basket done, and then I did want to show you what I'm thinking about doing for the girls' room. So we're going to go ahead and paint it white. We're not going to do board and batten in there. I think we're actually going to do wallpaper, or at least one wall with some statement wallpaper. And so I want to know your thoughts on this, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through my thoughts. So let me go ahead and put that up. So this is what I'm thinking. This will be the exact layout of the room. So I'm thinking kind of a neutral but feminine wallpaper kind of on their back wall by their window, and then their bed, a light colored rug, and then moving my Chase lounge in there. I think it'll look really nice, but I'm kind of debating wallpaper still. I'm not exactly sure the kind I want, but I do think when you walk in that room, you're going to be seeing that wallpaper straight away when you look back, and I think it'll be a nice visual centerpiece for the room, especially since the room is so small. I just think it's going to look really, really nice, but I definitely want to keep it light. I did try some busier wallpaper, and that's definitely not going to work in there. I think it's just going to close in the room too much. We'll get back to that in a minute, but first I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing here, which is pretty obvious. I'm just switching over my clothes, and then I'm going to collect like all the clothes that are on the floor there and get them in one basket, and just kind of get them locked and loaded, set up on both the dryer and the washer so that they are ready to go. And also I want to know, how many dryer sheets do you use? I was talking to my husband about this the other day. I'm really bad about like just throwing 5 in, and then he's like, I only max put 2 in. You definitely don't want to put more than 2 in, which I don't know. I just feel like it needs more dryer sheets, and I'm probably just wasting dryer sheets. I used to use the wool balls, but they would always get caught up in my clothing, and the kids would end up playing with them, and honestly they just drove me nuts. So I try to get a more natural dryer sheet, but I am kind of hooked on these downy ones that smell like lavender. They don't actually smell like lavender, but they just smell absolutely delightful. So that's what we've been using. So it is now the next day again, and I of course have my little buddy with me, and she's sitting on my lap while I'm getting some of these clothes put away. And so I want to kind of just hop over back to talking about the girls' room a little bit. What do you guys do for your kids' artwork? You guys saw when I just kind of cleaned out the girls' room not that long ago that I just kind of randomly hung a lot of their artwork up on the wall, but I really want to do something different. I know I've seen people have like, they make kids artwork frames where you can just kind of open it up and stick a new one in. And I like the idea of it, but I just think it's something that I would want to control, not the kids, because I just see it not ending up. I see it ending up broken or something. So I'd rather do something that's a little bit more simple. And I came across a couple ideas, and let me know which one is your favorite. I'm on the fence about both. I kind of do like the IKEA one I'm going to show you, just because I feel like there'd be less work involved in getting it hooked up, but we'll talk about that. Let me go ahead and get those pictures put up for you guys. This is the first idea I'm considering. This is a magnetic strip that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. The edges have been rounded here. We don't have anything to round the edges, so it would be square on our part, and then you have those magnetic hooks. The downfall to this is I would probably want to rubberize it just to make it look a little bit better, so I think it would actually end up being like a pretty detailed, time-consuming project, and I'm not entirely sure that we want to do that, especially after getting done with the board and batten. Like, the wallpaper is going to be a project in and of itself enough. And then I also would be concerned that those hooks, those magnetic hooks, would just get lost, but the girls could definitely put it up themselves, and I like that. Now, this is the next one, and this is the one I'm kind of leaning towards. However, I feel like it might be a little bit long for the wall that I'm thinking about. This setup is from IKEA. It's actually meant to be a curtain rod, and I found some different colored clips from IKEA that I could use. So the all in, this whole project would be, I think, $30, but that's only for one strip. So I would maybe do two, because we also want to put some bookshelves up for the girls to keep some of their books in their room, because they both really love to read. But that one seems a lot more simple to me, and because the clips are like on the wire and there's a special spot for them, they're not going to come off too easy. So I think that the chances of them getting lost are less likely, and again, it's just going to be way less time consuming to do that. But I think that that rod is 196 inches, and I need to measure the wall, so I could put them on the opposite wall, but we'll just have to see when the bed comes in to feel how cramped that space feels, I think, before we go ahead and make any decisions. So now it's the next day again, and here I am just doing those loads, getting them switched over, and we're going to start working on getting all of these loads put away. Now I'm finally starting on getting all of these clothes in this pile back here hung up, and this is usually towards the end of the process where I'm like, okay, cool, I know that we're almost done. I'm just gonna hang this stuff up. I typically save this for last, although I did have some towels right next to me, but really what was in the rest of those baskets is basically just linen, and the already sorted baskets have the kids put away. But I did end up having still more laundry to do, and you're going to see, like, I'm pulling it out of the dryer and I'm just done. I'm ready to be done. It's just so much laundry. But alas, we have to do it, so we have to push through it and just get it done. And I did, and you will too. And if you're wondering about the silliness that was going on just a minute ago, Emma Rose likes to try to give me puppy dog kisses, which means she licks my face. And so I was doing my best to have my face, or avoid my face being licked, and I'm sure she wouldn't have liked it either, because I do have a couple pounds of makeup on here, and it probably would not have tasted that great. Just guessing.
It's so effortless. Back to back we would carry on, and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry. Everything's the same. We'll try tonight. This time we
I would love for you to let me know what your laundry routine looks like. Do you actually have a routine, or are you in a season like me where it's like we just get it done whenever we can get it done? Or are you somebody that does a load a day? That's what I used to do but can't keep up with now. Or I know a lot of people like to just take one day out of the week and that is their laundry day, and they do all of their laundry in one day. But what has helped you? Have you reduced your household inventory? Do your kids help? Just what does that look like for you? Definitely leave that in the comments below, because we can all learn from each other.
My best friend didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting the deep space.
And here I am about to throw my back out. It may not look like much, but it hurt really bad. And I ended up having to have like Dustin really work on my back, because like 2 days after this, I could not sleep really well. It was just keeping me up all night. And this was what did it. It's just now I feel like kind of worked out, and I probably still need to go get a massage. I used to go once a month instead of going to like a chiropractor, because it just really helps me, and chiropractors scare me. Even though my husband has tried to talk me into going the entire time we've been married, I still haven't gone. I'll just stick with my massages, but I've had such a hard time getting in, especially with everything that happened over the last 3 months. If you've been here from the beginning, then you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm not really going to get into that today, but I do have one on the books for this coming weekend, and so I just really pray that I don't have to cancel it, because I also had a facial scheduled, which I haven't had done in a really long time, but I woke up with pink eye the day I was supposed to have my facial, so obviously that didn't happen. Now that I finally got everything hung up, I'm just going to start by bringing things over to James's closet and getting them hung up in his closet. And we just changed the light bulbs out from those yellow to the daylight, and it looks so much better in there. You can actually see what's in the closet. You guys can see what's in the closet, but I know that the kids really love the bright light bulbs better than they like the yellow ones. And I think that I might even have potentially won Dustin over on the daylight light bulbs. He's never been a fan, but slowly but surely, I think he's liking them. Anyways, these two were on the bed just hanging out and giving all the cuddles, so I took a break and decided to jump in on that action, and then got punched in the face. Now I'm working on getting all the girls' clothes hung up, and I typically do organize them, but I feel like part of the reason I don't like doing laundry is because I feel like this part is such a pain. I don't know why this aggravates me so much, but I'm thinking about just not organizing them anymore. Do you organize your kids' clothes by like category and section? I do, just so it's easier for them to find things, but they pull everything out of there pretty much in a matter of a week anyways, so should I go through the extra work? So now I'm just taking out one of the last piles of laundry that I was doing that day. I think I actually run another load here, if I remember correctly, but it just felt like so much, and I was like done at this point.
I don't know what
about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. Just say the word and we can leave this place.
If you can't tell, I'm trying to be hyper aware of how many dryer sheets I put in the dryer right now. And I think that the reason that I typically just grab a handful is because we don't use anything scented for our laundry. The only scented item that we use is our dryer sheets. And so I feel like if I put a handful in, then maybe it'll make our clothes smell really nice and not just like free and clear. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I probably should just use 2.
Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. When I look in your eyes, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It's almost like you make me.
I'm in the home stretch now. We're just getting those last few things hung up, and then I'm going to start collecting everything and getting it put away. I do still have to fold those towels though, which that I don't mind doing at all. I really actually like folding towels and linens.
Oh. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, let me love you. Let me love you. We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do.
It's always so satisfying and so exciting to start to see my floor again in this process, and just to have those last few things. I feel like I get extra motivated to get the rest done. And so we're going to get those towels put away, and then we're going to get everything nice and vacuumed up.
Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Ain't no one stopping you. Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am, and I would like you just the way you are, the way you are. Oh. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do, do what you us now.
We are finishing up and getting the floor nice and vacuumed. I hope that you guys got your laundry done, or at the very least it encourages you to get it done. And Dustin and I are about to take the kids, put them in the truck, and go get some street tacos. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.